Here's the easiest way to connect your Ableton laptop to Touchable and how to use it properly. First, what you want to make sure is on your desktop that you see the Touchable logo, which are all these lines, should be in black and white. As long as that is on there, you are ready to connect. And you also need to be on the same Wi-Fi network as well. Both your Ableton laptop and whatever iPad device that you're using. From there, you are going to open Touchable. And as you see it automatically connected, I'm going to go to settings. There at the bottom of the screen, there's a check mark right next to automatic reconnect. Just for ease of use, if you're going in and out of this app on your iPad, you can just check mark automatic reconnect and it'll automatically connect to the latest device that you're connected to. I'm going to get out of that. So here you have Touchable. Basically all this app is a mirrored shot of what your Ableton set is on your laptop, but in iPad form. Now, I don't remember exactly how far you can go, but as long as you are in the auditorium at any of your campuses, you're pretty safe. So you can do a lot of things in this app, but I'm going to keep it very simple as you only need to focus on 2 or 3 things. Number 1 is if you see this button up here that I'm pushing that provides the transport bar at the very top, so you can stop, you can play. Those are the only 2 functions you really need in this top bar. Again, to hide that or unhide it, it's this blue little pointy thing. I don't know, it looks like a little hat, I guess, but it's to the left of where it says top right here. So I'm going to leave that unhidden. The next thing you need to know what to push and where it is this stop all right here. To unhide that and hide that, you just push the stop button and it drops down. I'll leave that down. Next is all these little sections on the far right. You are able to change the placement of what you see and where it is on the screen. So this first section is the clips. You can make that full screen if you want, or if you want to see something else in the half of this, or the bottom half of the screen, you just hit top and you'll see the clips on the top. If you want to see the mixer faders on the bottom, you can have it set up to the bottom like how it is now. Or if you want the faders on top, you just hit top and they'll swap places. The next section is the effects that are on particular tracks. We'll get into that later. The other 3 you don't really need to know. That involves playing music or playing instruments from Ableton on your iPad, but we're not doing that yet. So let me go back to the effects. Now, there are particular shades that we do in certain scenes on Ableton, like a send-off shade. Most of the time, say if Ben is preaching and he wants to make an intimate moment, we'll usually have a pad of some sort or a song that's very low key behind him while he's hitting his final points. Now what you want to do is you want to see a few more options. Now in this top half of this window, you'll see this icon here that I'm pushing. That'll open up a few more things that you could do in terms of magnifying or making your scenes bigger. Maybe someone has bigger fingers than I do, so you can make those wider in order for your fingers to actually push the right thing. Again, I'm doing this on iPad mini. If you have like a full-size iPad, even an iPad Pro, that would be top-notch. So, but you want to make a little bit of room, make these a little bigger. Now I'm going to hide that. The icon right above that is a clip selector, or almost like a mouse. So whatever you hit now, it's going to open up whatever it is that you touch. So this top bar where it says stop, to the left of that are all of our grouped tracks that you see on Ableton. Now I'm going to click the shade where it says shades, and it's going to open up that group now on the iPad. Now I see the Campus Pastor shade. I'm going to keep scrolling down to the send off shade right here. It says Ascent by A something. If I want to read more of that, whoops, wrong one. I can expand that so you can see the whole title, but I don't have to. But just to save some screen space, I'm going to make some small stuff. So now that we did that, you're able to go to the far right of your zones, or you want to hit that like little dial. Now you're able to see there's a bunch of reverb effects on these tracks that are in this group track called shades. Now, just so I see what I'm doing again, I'm going to want to see the clip so I know our send-off shade is in the track called Shade 1. So here you see they line up as I have the clips on the top and the effects on the bottom. I could click reverb and it'll open up the reverb effect that I have on Ableton. So now I'm able to touch any of these things and manipulate particular modulations or filters or whatever, change the dry and wetness of the effect so you can hear a little bit more definition of it, change the decay time. Those are the couple things I really tweak. So I could essentially sit out in the auditorium while I'm hearing Ben talk, and I could tweak this reverb to where maybe it kind of sits more behind him, or maybe he's making a more elaborate point. He's kind of getting pumped up, and so I might take the dry and wetness and maybe push it a little more dry to where you can hear a little more of the song, or etc., etc. You know, you can just kind of do what you want while you can actually hear it real time. So, but that's really the extent of what we are going to use Touchable for now. Again, there's a lot of possibilities. If you go to touchable.com, there are a lot of YouTube tutorial videos in regards to getting more in-depth into it, with a lot of these other controls and stuff that they provide. But again, everything that we're using for Touchable is really thought out, and I don't want you guys to take on more than you can handle. So that's all we got for now. If any questions, just email or file out a ticket on creekhelp.com. You know, I guess that's how we do things now. That's it. 10 minute video. This is great. Sweet.